Hello and welcome to your own channel, Let's Talk Business. I'm Ravi and today we'll be talking about faster claim payment or FCP, a solution powered by Vitesse. Faster claim payment is a topic frequently appear in my inbox. It is an interesting subject and I thought it would be beneficial to create a short video about FCP. Many of you have asked various questions regarding FCP. And in this video presentation, I will try to address those questions. Please let me know if I miss anything. So let's get started and let's talk about faster claim payment or FCP. Faster claim payment or FCP streamline the claim process by enabling direct and expedite payment to the policyholder. Traditional method rely on monthly report called claim bordereau and frequent top-ups to the loss fund called cash calls. We will talk about the cash calls later in this video presentation, which create a delay in the claim disbursement. FCP eliminate this bottleneck by utilizing Vitesse payment platform. This platform provides insurance with a direct access to their funds, facilitating the faster and more efficient claim payment. By decoupling the payment from the traditional process, FCP significantly improves the overall claim experience for policyholders. FCP is currently focused on DA because DA represent 50%, nearly 50% of the Lloyd's GWP. So it's a very important distribution channel. Faster claim payment is also a cornerstone of Lloyd's Blueprint 2 initiative, which is a comprehensive program designed to modernize the insurance marketplace. And FCP directly contribute to the Blueprint 2's overall objectives. Now that we have understand the context behind FCP, let's delve deeper into the core business problem it addresses and its critical role within the Blueprint 2 modernization program. The answer to the question, what problem FCP is solving, lies in the inefficiencies of the traditional claim processing method, many of which remain prevalent today. Before FCP, Delegated Claim Administrator or DCAs encountered significant delay in settling claims. This was mainly due to two reasons. Reliance on loss fund, which means that the reliance on the loss fund necessitate upfront capital and frequent cash call, disrupting the cash flow and delaying the claim payments to the policyholder. And the second important reason is the manual process, which is cumbersome process involved numerous manual steps, including cash call and multiple approval, significantly slowing down the claim settlement process. Now, if you can see this diagram carefully, what is happening over here, in the traditional world, the DCAs submit the claim bordereau to Syndicate via the Lloyd's broker. Now, once the bordereau reaches to the Syndicate analyzes this claim bordereau and then release or replenish the fund into the loss fund account. Now, once the fund is replenished, then the DCA will get the intimation and then DCA will settle the claim. This is the standard process. Within this standard process, if you have some urgent need to settle some claim, then you have to raise the cash call to the Syndicate, and then Syndicate will fulfill those cash call requests and replenish the loss fund. Now, if you can see, the entire process is manual, required a lot of touch points, a DCA, the claim bordereau, the broker, the Syndicate, releasing the fund to the loss fund, and then fund reaching back to the DCA. A lot of manual touch points, which actually overall delays the whole claim settlement process. Because of this traditional claim process often involve multiple steps and intermediaries leading to the significant delays. The second important thing is that conventional method required extensive paperwork and administrative tasks, which can be cumbersome for both insurer and policyholder. Thirdly, the policyholder often faces uncertainty about the status of their claim and when they will be receiving the payment. And finally, delays and lack of clarity can lead to the customer dissatisfaction and frustration. By improving the speed and transparency of the claim payment, FCP enhances the overall customer experience. In the previous two slides, we gained good understanding about the FCP, the challenges it addresses, and its significance within the Blueprint 2 modernization initiative. Now let's examine how FCP efficiently solves this problem. Before we delve into the specifics, let's have some fundamental concept clear that underpins the FCP solution. Let's go to the next slide. Now within the FCP solution, we have three different accounts in play. The first one is Syndicate Trust Fund account. The second one is Syndicate Funding account. And the third one is binder payment account. We'll talk about all these three accounts in a moment, but Syndicate and binder payment account are managed by Vitesse. Now, the first is the Syndicate Trust Fund, which represent the initial link in the Lloyd's capital structure. We discussed this in detail during our presentation on Lloyd's chain of security video. For deeper understanding of this concept, please refer to the video. You can click on top right of this corner to access the video. But let's talk about what is this Syndicate Trust Fund account. The Syndicate Trust Fund is the financial fund created to manage the asset of Lloyd's Syndicate. These assets are held in the trust for the benefit of Syndicate's policyholder and other creditors. The trust fund ensures that there are adequate funds available to meet Syndicate's liability, including claim payment. The Syndicate Trust Fund fulfills several critical functions. Mainly, it acts as a crucial security measure for policyholder by establishing a secure pool of assets dedicated to claim payments, offering essential protection during the period of financial hardship. Secondly, it plays a vital role in regulatory compliance, ensuring syndicate maintain the adequate reserve to cover the potential liability. And finally, the fund facilitate efficient financial management for syndicates, enabling the timely availability of fund to meet claim obligation and other financial commitment. So that is the first link in Lloyd's change of security. The second fund type is syndicate funding account. The syndicate funding account is specifically designed to manage the claim payment for Lloyd syndicate. The purpose of this account is to ensure the sufficient funds are readily available for the prompt claim payment. It is regularly replenished on a weekly basis from the syndicate trust fund. This facility direct payment to the policyholder through the Vitesse payment platform, significantly accelerating the claim process. The syndicate or managing agent actively monitor the account balance to maintain the adequate fund for anticipated claim and have flexibility to transfer additional fund to this account. This account is a part of FCP or Faster Claim Payment Initiative, which aim to enhance the efficiency and the customer satisfaction by settling the claim as soon as possible. The third type of account is called binder payment account. The binder payment account in the context of FCP is a specialized account designed to manage and facilitate the payment of the claim under the specific binding authority agreement. Some of the key aspects of binder payment account are: the binder payment account is established to hold the dedicated fund for settling the claim arising from the binder contract. Managed through Vitesse platform, this account required accurate registration of binder contract within the delegate contract and oversight manager system to facilitate the proper account setup. So this means that the FCP system integrate with the dcom system to pull the binder level information so that it can set up the binder payment account. To know more about the dcom, click on the link on top right corner of this video. Funds within the binder payment account are directly utilized to pay the policyholder, eliminating the need of traditional monthly borrow and loss fund top-ups, thereby streamlining the payment processes to minimize the delay. The account is regularly replenished from the syndicate trust fund to maintain the adequate balance for ongoing claim payment. So we have syndicate trust fund, which is at the top level. Then we have syndicate funding or syndicate funding account is not fund. And then finally, the binder payment account. And through this binder payment account, you pay the claims specific to that binders. Now that we have a good understanding of the three account type involved in SAP, let's delve deeper into the specific of the process at a high level. While the comprehensive detail are available on OpenNet, this overview aims to provide a clear high-level understanding of how FCP process functions. Recall from our initial discussion that the claims settlement delays are primarily attributed to the reliance of loss fund and the manual process. As previously mentioned, the traditional process involved loss fund, cash call, and multiple administrative steps could extend the claim processing to several days or even weeks. In the process flow that we discuss in the next slide, I will demonstrate how automating the replenishment of the syndicate funding account and the binder payment account directly addresses these challenges. This automated replenishment lies at the core of the FCP solution. So let's go to the next slide. Now again over here, we have three parties involved in this swim lane diagram: Vitesse system, Lloyd's STFO, and managing agent. So the process starts from the Vitesse system. The Vitesse system automatically calculates the value of all payment made during the previous week just to understand and calculate the overall balance in the syndicate funding account. The system then automatically checks the status of the syndicate funding account, determining whether the pre-agreed threshold balance has been breached or not. So while setting up the syndicate funding account, there is a pre-agreed threshold need to be set up. If the system breaches that pre-agreed threshold, then there are certain steps which we'll discuss in a moment will get triggered. The next step is, if the threshold is breached, then the Vitesse system automatically generate an automated replenishment and cash settlement file, which is ARCS file, and submitted to Lloyd's STFO over here. Now, Lloyd's STFO, responsible for managing the funds movement within the Lloyd's market, process the ARCS file. Instead of transferring the fund into the traditional loss fund, the STFO now transfer the fund from the syndicate trust account directly into the syndicate funding account held within the Vitesse platform. So now STFO is not transferring the fund to the traditional loss fund account. It now transfers the fund to the syndicate funding account. And once you have funds over here, it actually replenishes the binder payment account also, which will help to get the claim settled fast. Now here, the STFO perform two key actions. The first is replenishes the syndicate funding account, and the second thing is it issues the early settlement advice notice to the managing agent. This notice informs the managing agent's financial team of the fund drawn from the syndicate trust fund account to replenish the Vitesse funding account. It's kind of like an acknowledgement that the fund is now moving from the syndicate trust account to the Vitesse funding account. Observe closely, the automation embedded within each step of this process significantly enhances the operational efficiency and eliminates the reliance of the traditional loss fund and manual processes. Now let's move to the next slide. Now that we understand the inner workings of the Vitesse system, let's examine the remaining step in this process to complete the overall picture. As usual, at the end of the month, Delegate Claim Administrator or DCAs prepared and submit the monthly bordereaux to Vitesse. The PDX created by the DCAs or Delegated Claim Administrators are then reconciled with the Vitesse system cash book. The reconciliation step is crucial as it addresses the significant challenges of the bordereau reconciliation. We will discuss about this in a moment. Following the reconciliation within the Vitesse system between the claim bordereau and the cash book, the broker receives the reconciled claim bordereau or the clean claim bordereau. Upon the receipt of the reconciled claim bordereau from the DCAs, the broker submits the claim bordereau into the ECF or electronic claim file system as a non-cash entry. The non-cash element is very important. If it is not marked as non-cash, then there is a chances of double payment. So it must be as a non-cash entry because the settlement is already done. You are just informing the managing agent or syndicate that this is what you have paid. Syndicate review and approves the non-cash transaction into the ECF file. And finally, the Velonotics, which is the bureau here, processes the bordereau as a non-cash transaction. Once the bordereau is processed by the Velonotics, it generates two EDI messages, the BSM and the SCM. The BCM stands for broker settlement message, which sent to the broker informing the movement of the monies between the funds, and the SCM stands for syndicate claim message, which is sent to the syndicates informing about the movement of money. Now, reconciling the claim bordereau with the Vitesse cash payment file offer us several benefits. Hence, step 2 and 3 is important to understand. Reconciling bordereau to the Vitesse cash payment offers several upfront key benefits within the faster claim payment framework. Firstly, it ensures the accuracy of financial record by aligning the bordereau entry with the actual claim payment made through Vitesse platform, enabling the identification and correction of any discrepancies. Secondly, it enhances the transparency by providing managing agent and insurance with greater visibility into the claim payment process, facilitating better tracking and understanding of the fund flow. Thirdly, automated reconciliation significantly improves the efficiency by reducing the time and effort required for manual matching. Fourthly, it promotes compliance by maintaining the clear audit trail essential for regulatory review and financial audit. Fifthly, it strengthens the cash flow management by ensuring the accurate cash flow record, enabling better financial planning and resource allocation. Finally, the accurate timely reconciliation contributes to the faster and more reliable claim payments, ultimately enhancing the overall customer experience. Now let's move to the next slide. Now, since we understand how this FCP works, let's once again talk about some of the key benefits that FCP offers. The FCP drastically speeds up the claim payment, delivering funds to the policyholders in minutes instead of days or weeks via the direct access to the insurance fund through the Vitesse platform. By removing the need of the loss fund and cash call, FCP reduces the administrative and transactional cost for syndicates and DCAs. FCP provides real-time visibility and control over the claim payment, improving the financial management and transparency. Faster claim settlement through FCP increases the customer satisfaction and trust in the insurance process. And finally, FCP simplified the claim process for broker and insurer by eliminating the effort required to manage the loss fund and the cash call. Now, these are some of the key benefits that we discussed a couple of times within this video presentation, but I thought to put it all together. Now let's move into the next slide. This image is from Velonotics side, updated as of December 6, 2024. Highlights the significant process and positive outcome of the faster claim payment initiative. Key achievements include a substantial reduction in the financial burden on the insurer by minimizing the need of upfront funding and emergency cash calls. FCP demonstrated impressive operational efficiencies, having processed over £165 million across 37,000 transactions. Widespread adoption is evident with the broker, managing agent, and the delegated claim authority, achieving high level of FCP proficiency through the extensive training program. Well, this concludes our video presentation. I hope you have found it informative. If you have any question or would like to discuss this further, please don't hesitate to reach me out. Wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Thank you and see you soon. Bye-bye.